Okay, so here's one last problem. You can see that the mudguard on the inside of the wheel well is just destroyed, and you know, that's kind of important, because if I don't have that there, then all the mud and water and everything from the wheels is just going to get thrown up into the trunk, which I just worked so hard to repair. So this is my solution. This is a cardboard form that I have made that fits in that space. And now I'm not going to put cardboard in there, but what I am going to do is I am going to build a piece using this form and this cloth, which is this is just some scrap fabric that was that came with my mattress, and so I'm going to fit it onto here, and then I'm going to mix up some Bondo and use the fabric as something to bind to, and put Bondo on this side, then take the cardboard off, put Bondo on the other side, and build a Bondo form which will then go back in the wheel well. Okay, so here it is with the first layer of Bondo dried, and just pull this off of here if I can do it with one hand. There we go, and there it is. That'll fit. Okay, so you can see here, this is how this piece is going to fit in, right behind what's left of the existing mudguard. And all I'm going to do to it is I'm going to hit it with some primer and then some truck bed coating. And you'll notice that I did not spend a whole lot of time smoothing this out or body shopping or anything like that. I could, but it's a mudguard. Nobody's going to see it, and if they do see it, it's going to be covered in mud. So, yeah, that's as pretty as this is going to get. Alright, so here is the mudguard with truck bed coating on it. And I also bought some more of these things since I never had enough. And apparently they're called Universal Body Panel Retainers. Online we also saw them called push style retainers. So, mystery solved. They're not push plugs or push pins. They're push style retainers. Okay, whatever. So there it is. I decided to use a couple bolts in here. I backed this one up with one of these things, which I had ordered these online when I was replacing the bumper on my truck. So they come in handy, but I just didn't like the push pins don't go in very deep. So, see, I'm back to calling them push pins. But they do seem to hold, and, this doesn't seem to be going anywhere, so I'm happy with it. It's time to put the wheel on, and call this part done. So, I took it on a test drive, or at least I attempted to, and when I put this together before, I noticed that this part was sticking out too far. And it didn't look like it was going to interfere with the wheel, but and that's why on that mud flap, or that mud guard that I made, I had a little part that enclosed that. But once I put the car on the ground, it absolutely did contact the wheel. So I cut this down and bent the metal over and then welded it. And what I'm doing over here is I cut off that enclosure that I made, and put another piece of fabric and some Bondo. And this is a trick. Put wax paper on your Bondo, and it peels right off when it's dry. Here, I can show you the other side how it looks. You know, wouldn't that save a lot of time? So, good trick to know. So here's the finished mud guard, formed of Bondo and cloth, painted black. Beautiful. And here it is with the new mud guard in place. Looks good so far. Here she is, all buttoned up, engine running, body panels on, everything lining up. Look at that. Countless hours of pain and frustration all come to this moment, but you can't see it, but there's plenty of clearance for the wheel. The mud guard is in place. You know, the lines line up. Katrina, that's the name of the car, is back on the road. Stick a fork in it. This project is done.